Good morning. It is July 25th. And before I get into the devotion, I want to tell you that I think it's really important that you read this verse and the devotion attached. I'm going to read the verse for you, but please give some time to read the devotion. In Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 18 and 19, God says to Habakkuk, "What value is an idol, since a man has carved it, or an image that teaches lies? For he who makes it trusts in his own creation. He makes idols that cannot speak. Woe to him who says to wood, 'Come to life,' or to lifeless stone, 'Wake up.' Can it give guidance? It is covered with gold and silver. There is no breath in it." And I want to tell you that although at first glance you might say that this does not apply to today's society because we don't have graven images with gold all over them, worshiping them and this and that and the other, and I get it. But I want you to realize that in the 20th and 21st century, the image of the idol has become more subtle. Satan has become sharper in what he does. You see, there is breath in our idol, because our idol is us. When we decided to take God out of our worldview, the only thing left was us. We are the measure of all things. If you look at the Humanist Manifesto, if you look at the whole idea that man is the measure of all things, the idea is that we, collectively, are humanity. And if we put the best minds together, if we put the best scientists together, if we put the best of us together, we can create a society that will be of peace. We'll create a society that will have answers to all of its problems and its dilemmas. And so here we are wanting to create a tolerant and permissive society so that anyone and everyone can be who they want to be, believe what they want to be, act like they want to be, because that's true freedom. But it's just a lie. It's not true freedom. Because eventually, one group's beliefs is going to cross over another group's belief and be in conflict, and they're going to limit one another. And so then the question is, who gets to decide which one gets their freedom and which one gets limited? Some group of people. Some group of individuals who have a bias or a belief about something, they get to decide. So isn't it interesting? We got tired of a God who would tell us what's right and what's wrong, but here we are turning to humanity with the same question. Somebody tell me what's wrong. Hey, government, save us. Hey, politicians, figure this out. Hey, university professors, tell us how we're supposed to live. You see, we don't avoid the questions just because we get rid of God. The questions still remain. And so here we are turning to the world, humanity, and saying, save us. And the fact is, it hasn't happened. We're the ones with the problem. How can we turn to ourselves for the solution? There's got to be something more, something greater than us, something above us. It is time for us to wake up and realize that true freedom is found when the God of the universe sets us free in the realms of his law so that we don't cross over and conflict with one another, that we can live in peace and harmony, not only with God, but with one another. It's just not going to happen. Without God, it can't happen. So let me shoot to the future and predict something. If we as a society do not wake up, there will be the day when we will scream out because we're tired of the violence, we're tired of the corruption, we're tired of all of the ugliness, we're afraid to go to stores and theaters and malls and restaurants, and we're going to cry out to some human dictator and say, please create order. And we'll get a dictator, a tyrant, who alone will tell us how we ought to live. Isn't it interesting? We go from a compassionate, gracious God who tells us how to live, and we exchange him for a tyrant who's going to tell us how we should live. I know this devotion's been long, but this is an important topic, and I hope that it creates a lot of discussion. I pray that this devotion is a blessing to you. Have a firmly rooted day.